So now this is where things start to change. The cleanup is not going to be on one flat layer above. I'm going to be creating a number of layers, building from the bottom up in the order of the parts that I make. So there's going to be foot, left, add and close. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to prepare all the layers first, or at least a bunch of them first, and then we can just start drawing and not worry about it. So I'm going to open the new drawing layer thing again, and here we go. Foot right, add leg, upper left, leg, upper right, waist, torso, shoulder left, shoulder right, arm upper left, arm lower left, hand left, arm upper right, arm lower, lower right, hand right. Collar and tie I'm going to put on their own layer as well. Shoulder pad, wait, shoulder pad left, shoulder pad right, now that I think of it. Oops. Go. The head's going to be comprised of many pieces as well. So first is head. What else is there? Eye left, eye right, eye right, eyebrow left, eyebrow right. Mouth plate. Okay, I think that's it. They're in a bit of a messed up order because I just made it up as I went. So I'm gonna sort that out now. I want things to be kept working their way down, right? So shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, hand. For example here, shoulder pad right, then shoulder pad left. I don't want that. I want it to be shoulder right. And I can drop it just there, but what I'm actually gonna do is drag it on top of and see how it ducks underneath like that. This is creating the rigging process right away. So we're actually gonna be doing a lot of the rigging before we even start drawing it, which is probably crazy, but it'll work. So this is the daisy chaining part that I was telling you about. So arm, upper right, where is that? There we go. So drag that under there, see how it goes. Arm lower right, hand right. So that all collapses inside there. I can hit the arrow and collapse it all into the shoulder pad if I wish. So here's shoulder pad left, shoulder left, upper left, lower left, hand left. So there's leg upper right, I want to put under foot right, and left under leg left. Waist will go under torso. The face parts are a little bit different because they aren't built of a series of joints. You know, a hand is connected to the lower arm, is connected to the upper arm, etc. Face, not so much. You know, your eyebrows, your eyes, your mouth, they're just things that are plastered all over your face. So all I want to do with these is group them into one folder. So under mouth plate, I'm going to hit this button here. This creates what's called a peg, and I can shift select all of the face elements and also put them under the peg, which I'm going to rename to head. Head peg like that. And I'm just going to shuffle these into the right order so that the actual head will be behind all of the face features, etc. But I don't want to achieve this. I don't want them to be daisy chained linked into one another. I just want them to be level as they are now, but in a different order. So mouth plate will be there. Eye left, eyebrow. Yep, okay, that's all I needed to do. Awesome. I'm going to rename the original drawing sketch. Rename the screenshot reference. And underneath this first peg here, I'm going to create another peg, grab everything except for the sketch and put it inside that so it all drops down inside. You can see the dotted line. And I'm going to name this Gilbert. So now I can collapse that and it all goes down into one piece. So we've not created any drawings yet, but the rigging process, like the skeleton is made. It's not refined yet, but it is all there and it's in the right order, I think. Let's collapse every main part and see if that holds up. Head, shoulder pad right. Now let's have a look at the sketch and make sure. So we want the head to be in front of both shoulders, that's right. We want the collar and tie to be above this shoulder, but below this one. So it needs to go between them, as does the torso, but it needs to go below the collar and tie, but above the right arm, sorry, the left arm. Ooh, no, that's a mistake, isn't it? The left arm needs to go above, and the right one needs to go underneath. And I'll put the left leg in front of the right one. There we go. Okay, so that's all set up. I'm gonna open everything back up again so we can see every single layer. And now I'm gonna create an empty frame so we can just start drawing and not really worry about it. Select all of these, and if you don't have these controls open, right click and go to timeline view and press this button here and you'll see empty drawings appear on every single one. So we can't see it when we're off frame 1, but go back to frame 1, our drawing will appear. With the selection tool, I'm going to pick up our sketch and just move it to the position that I want it to sit in. I'm probably going to make it a little bit larger than frame, because when this is animated, right, a lot of the time we may be focused in on his head or on his torso, so I want to keep the thickness of my pen in size, so the thickness of my pen in mind, so that it doesn't get, so I'm not drawing it too big or too thin for when I need to zoom in on certain parts. So I'm going to put it, so I'm going to frame it as if it's a bit of a mid shot. That's a good halfway point. There we go. Turn the light table back on with the brush selected. And using the brush, I'm going to use a black and just make sure now that I've got the thickness at a level that I'm happy with. So here is a maximum size slider. You can see it's got a minimum size to it as well. So I want to see if that's what I'm going to be happy with. At the moment, not quite. So that button there will open up a minimum size as well. So I'm going to pull that down to only about 8%. And maximum size, I'm going to try 70 for now. Okay, that's still a bit much. Bring that down to 30. I'll probably do, I think, bring that up to maybe 15. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now everything is set up and ready to start drawing again. I'm gonna fade this out a bit more as we did before. So all I got to do now is start from the bottom layer and work my way up, drawing on each layer just what it tells me to. So that's what the next video will be all about, inking these layers. Join me then, have some fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for coming by. I hope you got something out of it. If you got stuck somewhere or something was a bit tricky, or if you have an idea for something else you'd like to see in a video, please let me know. In the meantime, you can check out some of my other stuff in those links just there. But thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.